In 1994, a mother in South Carolina claimed her children had been kidnapped. But the heartbreaking truth was far darker, and it would shock the entire world. In October 1994, the nation was gripped by a story that seemed almost too tragic to be real. Susan Smith, a 23-year-old mother from Union, South Carolina, reported the unthinkable. Her two young sons, Michael, 3, and Alexander, 1, had been kidnapped. She claimed that a desperate, unknown man had carjacked her vehicle while her children were inside. The news spread like wildfire, and the search for her children became a national emergency, with police, volunteers, and media outlets scanning highways, lakes, and wooded areas, hoping to find the boys alive. Susan appeared on television, tearfully recounting her horrifying story. Her description of the supposed carjacker was detailed, and the public felt her pain. Across the United States, people prayed for the safe return of Michael and Alexander, horrified by the idea that two innocent toddlers could be lost to a violent stranger. Yet behind the heartbreak and the national outrage, a much darker truth was hidden. 9 days after her initial report, Susan Smith stunned the nation when she confessed to police her story was a lie. She had intentionally driven her car into John D. Long Lake with Michael and Alexander inside, leaving them to drown. There was no carjacker. There was no external threat. She had killed her own children. Authorities learned that the murders were motivated, at least in part, by her relationship with a man who did not want children. Under immense personal pressure and struggling with her circumstances, Susan took the lives of her sons. A crime that shocked the entire country not only because of its cruelty but because of the betrayal of trust from a mother, someone society expects to protect her children at all costs. The trial began in 1995 and was widely covered by national media. Evidence, including witness testimonies, her inconsistent statements, and forensic investigations of the lake and the vehicle, left little doubt about her guilt. The jury found Susan Smith guilty of 2 counts of murder, and she was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Her case sparked nationwide conversations about parental violence, deception, and media sensationalism, as her initial lie about a black carjacker raised issues around racial stereotyping and public bias. Susan Smith was incarcerated at the Leith Correctional Institution in South Carolina. Over the years, she became eligible for parole after serving 30 years, but in 2024, when she first applied, the parole board denied her release, citing the gravity of her crimes and public safety concerns. She remains in prison today, her life forever defined by the shocking tragedy she caused. The Susan Smith case remains one of the most infamous crimes in modern American history. It highlighted the terrifying reality that evil can exist even in trusted places like the family home. It also forced society to confront the media's role in amplifying false narratives, the dangers of snap judgments, and the painful consequences of actions driven by desperation, lies, and manipulation. Even decades later, the story evokes strong emotions, outrage, sorrow, disbelief, and serves as a cautionary tale about trust, deception, and the fragility of innocence. If you want more shocking true crime stories from around the world, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we uncover next.